Everybody, today I'm going to show you how I do my super quick and simple sleek bun. It only takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to do this, but I'm going to walk you through how I get this sleek bun look step by step with just a few products, and really only one product that I think is super important. So this is the final result, and I'm going to show you how I did it from all the way at the beginning. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. I really appreciate your support. It is best if your hair is not necessarily freshly washed. My hair I just washed yesterday, but I also have a little bit of oil in it, so it's a little bit oilier already at the roots. Most people will say that you should do this hairstyle after maybe 2 or 3 days of not washing your hair. I think that's a very personal thing, depending on how you feel comfortable. Some people's hair gets greasy every day. Some people's hair doesn't get greasy at all, really. So it really depends on when you feel comfortable. The reason you might want to have your hair a little bit greasier or slightly unwashed is because the oils in your scalp can help give that sleek effect, and also can help hold your hair so your hair isn't as slippery and silky as when you first wash and condition it. So that's why having it unwashed can be a bit easier actually to make this hairstyle. So I use a wide-toothed comb so as to not damage my hair in the process of brushing it out. But of course you can also use your favorite brush or whatever type of tool that you like to use. It is important to have your hair as knot-free as possible because you want to be able to put it up in a sleek bun without damaging the hair length. So just brushing it out nicely here. And it definitely helps also that I cut my hair not too long ago, because my hair was about 1.5 times as long. More on that in a different video. Okay, so I just brushed my hair out, definitely starting always at the bottom and then working your way up so as to not pull on your hair too much. Okay, wide-toothed comb number 1. Now, you don't have to do this, but I personally do recommend taking, if you have a soft bristled brush or a brush that has the hard knobs but then also a soft surface in the back, if you want to just smoothen out the scalp part of the hair. So basically your scalp, but obviously your hair lies on top of your scalp. So here you just want to go over it one more time to get a more even texture on the top of your scalp. But again, you can skip this step. It depends a little bit on how sleek you want it and also your hair texture. Then from here, if you want to have a part in your hair, in this case I actually do like to have a bit more of a precise part than normal, you can take one of these. So all of these, for those of you living in Switzerland, I bought the wide-toothed comb at Alnatura for about 10 francs, and then this styling comb I bought at Scalp for 1 or 2 francs. So these tools are all really budget friendly. Again, you don't necessarily need to use a styling comb for this. Some people also like to have a more random part in their hair, but I think for the sleek look, it's nice to, you know, have a bit more of a precise part. So my hair doesn't naturally fall very precise, as you can see here. I'm really going into the scalp and then trying to find a part with the comb that is as even and centric as possible. As you can see, the left side of my head, the hair bobs up more than the right, and I think that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be precise geometry. Okay, so now that we've created the part, we're going to go into creating the bun. So for that, you're going to need a couple of elastic bands, and you're just going to start with your hair on both sides of the center part. That makes it a bit easier because it's even, and you gather your hair up in the back. Just gathering that hair up, and I think it's honestly easiest to just use your hands, your fingers here, to continue to comb through your hair as you put it up. Of course, be careful here that the part doesn't completely fall apart, because you don't want everything to just look like one helmet if you've decided to go for a center part. So make sure to keep that hair nice and close to your scalp. I think that is easiest. And for me personally, I then do stop somewhere in the middle to lower half of my head with a ponytail. And I do this because otherwise, once you go really high with the bun, you tend to lose the center part. So as you can see, it's not super sleek yet, but we're gonna get to that point later. Here in the back, you can see that my hair is sloping downwards, which is normal because that's the way the hair falls. But I would try for that really snatched look on your face. You want to try to actually get the hair to go upwards a little bit. So you want to have the hair moving. Because my hair is dark, you might not see it as well, but people who have, you know, lighter hair and different shades in their hair, you can really see the motion. But even with dark hair, the hair goes up a little bit more. It gives your face that sort of lifted effect, which I think is one of the best parts of this look. So then you just tie your hair into a ponytail at the point where you're going to fasten your bun. So this is the ponytail. Again, don't worry too much about what the hair looks like in the back because it's going to be put up in a bun. So here we are. Now, not super sleek, and as you can see, I have these little flyaway baby hairs, which I think look nice, but for the sleek bun look, we're going to try to get them to be fastened. And what I use for this is actually my boyfriend's product, because sometimes men's products are just more effective, more efficient, and also cheaper. So what I'm using here is the Got2b Beach Matte Paste. The reason I'm using a paste is because I'm gonna open it and show you. The paste is slightly softer than a gel, which can leave your hair a bit crunchy, or a wax, which can be hard to maneuver and move through your hair. So I like using this particular paste. And this particular paste, it also, I think, smells really nice. It is not expensive. Again, I just bought it at Scalp, the supermarket here in Switzerland. But in general, if you can find a paste, probably in the men's section, you'll have a little bit more luck with good pastes that are also budget friendly. Just apply a little bit on your fingers, not too much, because the paste, as you can see, is white grayish and my hair is dark, so I don't want to have, you know, streaks in my hair. But I just dab that from my fingers onto my hairline, starting at the front, and then I work my way through. This is just to fasten the hair, give it a nice sleek appearance. As you can see now, comparing the left to the right side, you can already see, especially here by the ear, the hair is nicely sleeked. Man, men's products are just sometimes so good. I mean, not that they're specifically made for men, but oftentimes we as women are told that we need to buy all these fancy schmancy products, and we really honestly don't. Sometimes they are maybe worth it, but to be honest, hair is hair. So, you know, if this product works to keep men's hair in place, then it's gonna work for women's hair as well. So as you can see here, I'm just applying it also to the back. I like to do each side once, and again, having that middle part, excuse me, makes it much easier because you can really just focus on one side at one time. Okay, so once you get to the back, if you see that you have a little bump, you can also try to just pull that in on the ponytail, or you can add a clip in later. So you can see the difference now. The left side is already nice and sleeked, and the right side is a bit more floofy. So it does make a big difference if you're really going for that sleek effect. You can already see the left side of the face looks more snatched and the right side looks a bit softer still. So for this particular look, we're gonna go for the more snatched effect. So you do this on both sides, just dabbing that paste onto your fingers and then brushing it back. I used to think this look was really difficult because I didn't really know how to do it, and I just put my hair in a bun, but I never really got that sleek effect. And I thought, okay, it's just because my hair is not the right texture for the sleek effect. But then I realized that when I was younger and I was a rhythmic gymnast and then a synchronized swimmer, we would put gelatin in our hair. And I definitely got the sleek effect, but honestly, you don't want to put gelatin in your hair. But we did it back then to keep our hair in place during competitions and in the water. So just sleeking down the last flyaways on both sides. As you can now see, both sides are nice and sleek. And this paste though, it's not at all crunchy. It's not at all sticky. It's a little bit, you can feel that there's something in your hair, but depending on how much you use, especially over the next couple of hours, it doesn't even feel that way anymore. It actually really nicely absorbs into your hair. Okay, so now we have that sleek ponytail. If you're going for a sleek ponytail look, you can also just leave it this way. And otherwise, we're gonna go into the bun portion. So here, I think the easiest part is to just have that ponytail and then wrap your hair around. So in a clockwise direction, whichever feels easiest to you. So you just have your hair in this ponytail here, and then you wrap it around like so. And there might be some flyaways, especially if you have layers in your hair, but don't worry about that too much for now. Take another elastic here and just secure. You can also take a bigger scrunchie, but just secure that bun around. Okay, so we have the bun secured for now. So the bun is secured, and now since you have the bottom of your hair free as well, which in my case has a lot of flyaways, as you can see, we take our best friend, the paste, and we just put that paste on our fingers, and then we dab the same way we did with the sides. The paste just into the bottom of the neck here and go upwards. You're always going to want to follow your hairline with this paste, so just follow your hairline for a nice smooth effect, and it really keeps your hair nicely in place. This is my must product. Everything else, the comb, the way you brush your hair, if you do a part with a styling comb or not, all that is optional, but for this look, for me, this paste or any good hair paste is the product that you cannot be missing out on. So here we have the bun only fastened with paste. So I am really happy with it, but I also like to keep the bun a little bit messier than the sleek front. So as you can see, there's a couple of hairs coming out on the bun, and the bun is not perfectly secured. It feels very secure on my head, but just the hair from the bun, there's little strands looking out. I like that because I think if the front is really nice and sleek, then the back of the bun itself can be a little bit more playful. But of course that is, you know, entirely up to you the way you want to do it. Now, this is only using paste. If you want to have a part of your hair sleeker and more secured and your hair just isn't quite staying as tightly with the paste, then you can use bobby pins for the bun itself or for your hair, or you can use these clips here. Again, I bought this at the supermarket. And for example, here in the back, if I want this to be a bit tighter, I can just go ahead and put that in. Although I don't personally think it's necessary, but that is a matter of personal preference. And there you have it. That's already the bun tutorial. Here we are. It in real time takes about 10 minutes maximum. Of course, the more you do it, the easier it gets. But I think that, you know, this bun, especially in the fall or the winter when you're wearing a lot of collars and a lot of scarves, it's actually really nice to have your hair out of your face. And I think it gives your face this little snatched lift, especially here on the sides, around your eye area. It's a great way to prepare to wear some really nice earrings. So I really love this look. I think it's super easy. And if there's one product I would recommend to you, it would be some hair paste to really get that sleeked effect.